Hello friends, Namaskar. Welcome to Veena's Kitchen Table. Making snacks is a major challenge faced by most of us. Children love to munch on them and elders are not far behind. Today I wish to share with you recipes of two snacks, potato bonda or aloo bonda from the south of India and bread pakoras from the north. So it is snack attack time. Let's start cooking. Welcome back friends. So let's start making our aloo bonda or potato bondas. And for that let's see what all we need. I have here 2 large potatoes boiled, about 1.5 cups of besan or gram flour, 2 green chilies finely diced. I have got chana dal, roasted chana dal, about 1 teaspoon, urad dal about half teaspoon, mustard seeds about quarter teaspoon, and about 4 cashew nuts finely chopped. I have here about 1 teaspoon of turmeric, which I shall be using both for the potatoes and the batter. I have about 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, half teaspoon of coriander powder, and less than a quarter teaspoon of ajwain or carom seeds. Here I have 1 teaspoon of finely grated ginger, curry leaves, and green coriander leaves. So these are the things that we need. We also need oil for frying and salt and water to make the batter. So let's start making our potato bondas. So we have taken the gram flour in a dish. First I will add salt. We'll add only about half a teaspoon of salt, not more, because we'll be adding salt to the potato as well. So you have to be careful. We need to add about quarter teaspoon of soda or cooking soda. We'll put the ajwain, part of haldi or turmeric, the coriander powder, and the red chili powder. Now we give it a mix and we'll add water slowly and make a thick batter. It should be like that. So while you're adding the water, add it very gradually and keep mixing it continuously. And the stirring helps the batter to become fluffy as well. So we'll now start making our potato for the bonda. We'll add in about a teaspoon of oil. The oil is hot, so I'll drop in the mustard seeds, the urad dal, the chana dal, and the cashew pieces. Give it a quick stir. They're going to splutter. This is the time we'll put in our curry leaves. Just tear it into pieces. Ginger and green chilies. Give it a nice mix. Remember to keep your fire on low. We don't want the ginger and the green chilies to burn. Now it's time to put in the turmeric, the remaining turmeric. Give it a quick mix and just smash the potatoes with your hands and add it to the pan. Mix it well. Add about half teaspoon of salt. Please check the potato mixture before adding more, because we've added a little salt to the batter as well. We've mixed our potatoes well. The fire can be on a medium high. Now I'll add in the coriander leaves and mix it well. The urad dal, mustard seeds, the roasted chana dals. These are all very typical ingredients of a South Indian tempering. So everything has come together, and now we will switch off the fire and leave this potato mixture to cool a little. So let's get started with our bread pakoras. These are the ingredients that we need for making our bread pakoda. Here I have taken 4 slices of white bread, which I have cut into 4, and so I have 16 small pieces. 1 cup of gram flour or besan. Here I have about quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder, half teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, half teaspoon of coriander powder, and about quarter teaspoon of ajwain or carom seeds. Here I have chopped coriander, green mint chutney. This is made with equal quantities of pudina and dhania, that is mint and coriander leaves, along with 1 green chili, a little salt, and half to 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Just put it in the blender and make it into a fine paste. Here I have tomato ketchup. So let's make the batter first. I'm going to put in all the dry ingredients, the ajwain, the haldi, the red chili powder, and the turmeric into the gram flour. I'm adding about a quarter teaspoon, less than a quarter teaspoon of cooking soda, and after adding salt, I'll gradually add water and make a batter which is slightly thinner than the batter I made for the potato bondas. Make sure that your batter is of this consistency, not too runny and not too thick. Now I'll put in the coriander leaves and mix it up. Make sure you just taste your batter for seasoning. Check if the salt is right before frying. So our next step of making bread pakoras would be to layer our slices of bread with chutney and ketchup. So on one piece I will put green chutney. A thin layer would be enough. Don't make it too thick. And on the other layer I will put tomato ketchup and put it together like that. I have taken the edges of the sliced bread. I do not usually cut it off because that gives a nice crunch to the bread pakoda. And in this way I am going to apply my chutney and ketchup to all the slices and make my pairs into this. So in our snack attack, our north meets south halfway. Our potato bondas are going to be fried. I have made the potato balls into this size. This is about a gooseberry or an amla size, and once it is dipped in the batter it becomes big. So don't make your potato balls too big. And the sliced bread that is layered with green mint chutney and tomato ketchup is waiting to be fried. I have kept the wok on the fire with oil which is now really hot, and now I'm going to reduce the flame because we do not want the oil to be too hot and burn our bondas and bread pakoras. So we keep the flame down once the oil is hot, and we'll drop in our bondas first. So we'll dip our potato bondas rounds into our batter. Let it coat well. Drop it into the oil. Again, another one. Coat it well and drop it into the oil. Our bondas have been frying in the oil. I have kept it on medium high for a good 2 to 3 minutes, and it's turning into a nice beautiful golden brown color. Fry it for another minute or so and take it out. Keep adjusting the fire. If you feel that the oil is getting hot, please reduce it. We don't want the bondas to burn. The bondas seem to be ready. It's time to plate it out. So we'll take a plate and spread some kitchen towels on it and take the bonda out of the oil and place it on the kitchen towel. After the bondas, it's now the turn of the bread pakodas, and this is the batter for the bread pakoda, the one with the coriander leaves and one which is a little thinner than the batter for the bonda. The oil is hot. I have kept it on low because now we are going to drop in bread, and that fries quite fast. We have to keep the fire on low. Now I have taken the bread. Give a quick dip. Do not leave it in the batter for a long time. A quick dip. Give it a tap or a shake and put it into the oil. Dip. A quick tap off the excess and put it in the oil. Make sure that all the sides are coated well. Tap off the excess and drop it into the oil. Once you put the bread pakodas into the oil, you'll see that the temperature of the oil will reduce. So then you can bring the fire to a medium high and fry the pakodas. Make sure that you keep flipping it. Flip it once only when one side is done, and then keep checking to ensure that it doesn't burn. Our bread pakodas are done well. The batter has fluffed up. It's a nice golden brown color. It's time to dish it out. And keep it on a plate with a kitchen towel. So here's your delicious aloo bondas and bread pakodas ready for tea time. Anytime guests drop in or your children pester you for some snacks, you could choose either one of them. It's going to be a super hit with your families. So have your delicious bondas and bread pakodas with steaming hot tea and enjoy. So let's start cooking.